Everyone, welcome to Splinterlands TV with me, Olazol. It's been a few weeks, it feels like, since I've last streamed because I was away over the little break between Christmas and New Year. But I am back again to continue upon the trend of losing 400 games per stream. I will probably find myself close to Gold League by the end of this because I haven't played the game in such a long period of time as well. But before I do that, there's something I haven't done in even longer, which is open up some Gladius packs. So let's go ahead and do that and see what happens. Hey Max Payne, great to have you on the stream. Hope you're doing well today. And hey Jose, or Jose. And hey Walk the Grid as well. Welcome. Alright, what's going to be in this Gladiator pack? So far, it looks like pretty normal stuff. Oh, beautiful. Captain Katie, exactly who I'd love to see in packs. Got another 3 to go. And let's see what we crack out of this next one. Seems like it's exactly the same cards, just in a different order. No, no gold. Nothing fancy yet. We'll see what happens next. And I got an error message about not having enough resource credits, which is an outright lie. And for some reason, my unopened pack was a beta pack. We'll try again. And we'll see what happens. So I'm fairly sure I've got enough resource credits. Yeah, I do. Sitting at 30% resource credits. So I don't know what it was smoking. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. I saw purple and I was thinking of Quora. There's a gold foil, but it's a common, which is not exactly what you want. And what's going to be in the next one? But hey, Pavatamas, I didn't see your message there until now. Okay, regular pack. Commons and a rare. What's the rare? It wasn't a gold foil Captain Katie, which is what I was hunting. But that's alright. It means that the next brawl cycle is an opportunity to get more merits. Now, did I get any other legendaries in there? No. Did I get any other epics? No. Did I get any other rares? No. Did I get any gold foils that are upgradable? No, I did not either. Okay, that's fine. Let's go lose some games because that's how confident I am about my gameplay skills. Ooh. 'Tis but scratches and aim true. Everyone gets to pretend to be Dallin. I like it. Who's got double strikes? And everything will always hit. So speed is going to be super important. So let's go Lux. Maybe water. And let's look at the quickest peoples. Since speed's going to be important, is there any immunities? Because immunity would be great for dodging the cripple. There's Almo. Fire's got a few options, but they're not brilliant. And Life Sprinter has Kralis. I still think Lux is going to be the best summoner here. We'll load it up with the immortal people though, because that immunity is probably going to help. And to try and get the most out of cripple, I'll play life leech monsters. Still got an enormous amount of mana left over. What should I be using? Maybe a Uraeus? Maybe something with taunt. Let's look at our taunt options. It's either the shield bearer or the lurker. Everything's always going to hit, so I guess we'll throw in the shield bearer at the very back. Oh, it's Jotun. That's not ideal for me. Should have moved Vanadkor to the back to protect against the blast. Now my poor Stitch Leech is going to get absolutely murdered, wrecked. But we'll see. The return fire, however, is pretty nice. That's pretty much the only thing I've got going for me at the moment. The Krallis managed to do a breakthrough there. This is not looking great for me. But if we can get the run up with speed, oh, this is gonna, yeah, that hurt a lot. That hurt so much. Okay, maybe Billa will carry for us. Yes, she will. Just. But only just. The life leech worked out quite nicely for me. And 50,000 reward points for that. Not too bad at all. Only 2.6 SPS though. So, on to the next battle. I wander towards a probable defeat. 17 mana, back to basics at last. So again, I feel like speed is going to be really important. Maybe I'm going to go with Alster, because we can magic reflect while playing with some ranged attackers that will hopefully do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, there's no option for blast shields in this particular battle, but I can sort of invent a blast shield by playing something like that. What about our 1 mana guys? Throw that in. And sure, we'll throw Thorosa in there. See how that goes. I'm going to do a whole bunch of missing here, probably. They didn't bring any magic along, which is bad for me. Yep, that's a loss. That's a big loss. The biggest loss of all time. So back into the queue I go. Try and find another battle. See what happens next. Ooh, 99 mana, close range. And flying. I don't know if I want Llama Mage here. Probably Death. My focus is Death for today's quest anyway, so may as well. They have some great flying machines. Cthulhu is probably one of my favorite flying machines. Let's go not throwing in the Deceiver. Tower Griffin can come along. Snares. That's a snare. Well, I've already got a double snare present. Tower Griffin's probably less useful now. I really think I should be bringing a giant killer along. Let's go with that one. And let's go with double magic reflect up in the front line. Would work well. They've got 2 mages out there. And depending on where my giant killer strikes, could go quite well for me. They also didn't bring a cleanse along. There's no cleanse available for me in this particular splinter, which is absolutely fine. And the earthquake caused their resurrection to be, I'd say, wasted. I think I'm going to be winning this with no problems at all. Which is pretty funny considering how magically focused my team was and how magically not focused my opponent's defense was, even though it was skewed towards magical defense. So 1 loss, 1 win. Predicated by a win on the other side of that loss. We've got 44 mana, close range, and heavy hitters. So we want to hit them as hard and fast as we possibly can. It's going to be time for Biz Kitty, and while there's no stun there, there is a fairly large number of stuns available to us. Leer of the Dark, Soulstorm. In fact, I could probably go a team full of stuns here. Don't know that it will all work perfectly. But that looks pretty good to me. And I can't miss, even though they've got a lurker. They are a very squishy team. Let's hope I can be a little bit quicker than them. Really glad Rooney doesn't have redemption at this point. There's the rebirth. The blast was pretty painful. Uh-oh. It's all up to the chain golem and his one friend that remains. Now it's a solo chain golem. And here it is. Chain golem came through with the victory. So that's 2 wins in a row. Super rare for me. And we will continue along. Hey Mobitaire, welcome, thank you. That was a nice win. Particularly the fact that it was against a team comprised entirely of gold foils, even a gold foil Rooney, which I just noticed now. I will take much pride to that victory. Silent Summoners, 30 mana, Death or Earth. Alright then. We will go with... well, 3 mana Summoner is going to be a must. I am considering the good old failed Summoner, Mycelia. There's no thorns in play. But I could put Thorns in play by using Beatrix Iron Hand, because that's close range. Put her in the second position, just to be really annoying. I don't know if it will be really annoying. Oh, Venari Knifer. That will be very annoying for an opponent. That makes Queen Mycelia particularly awesome, I think, because we've got Thorns and Thorns. We've got Magic Reflect happening there. I think I'm going to throw in the Princess, and then we've got 7 mana to use for something else. I am thinking it might be the Centauri Mage, because then we've got yet another amplified potential attack to throw back. Why would you play a 5 mana summoner in a 30 mana game when it's silent summoners? Makes no sense to me. Hopefully that leads to my victory. We'll find out. They've got a pretty squishy team. But am I going to be able to hit that Periton? Should have no problem, technically speaking, because I've got so many magic casters. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Excellent. Fantastic win. So that's 3 in a row, and it nearly puts me back into Diamond 1. Need to try and focus more on playing Death, though. 12 mana and unprotected. Okay. That makes it pretty tough to figure out what to play. Within Rage, as part of this rule set, I think I might do Conjurer. That way they'll have Return Fire and Magic Reflect. Try to continue along the trend of amplification. And do we have anything with True Strike? Oh, of course we do. Jared Scar actually seems really tempting for this rule set. But we'll go with Celestial Harpy instead. See what our other options are for either 2 or 1 mana. So the Chaos Agent in the back. And I guess we'll use this guy for some blinding, and then the Soul Fiend as a stopgap, and hope they don't bring Blast. Which they didn't. So didn't bring Thorns, which is great. That True Strike may just win me the game. We need to afflict, but then also take out the Scavo-Chemist. Scavo-Chemist should be no problem. Now we need that affliction. No affliction, and that's dead. Okay. Can I get this turn? No. Ouch. Miss. Hit. Well, Enrage for the win. That worked out very, very close. Puts me back into Diamond 1, and that is 4 victories in a row, which is really excellent. Let's see if we can make it 5 in a row. was a very clutch win. Evens and equalizer, so we're going to want as much life leech as possible. So Nerd Hampier actually won't fit in the team. Okay, it's 26 mana. So a 4 mana summoner, or maybe a 6 mana summoner will work well here. That way we can make sure it's all going to come together. Let's go with Quicks and Life Splinter. And we want Life Leech. So there's Biller as our option. Blue Splinter. Do we have any Life Leech? Oh, Merdhampier is actually an option. Okay. Bat green, no options. Let's go Possibilis. And since everyone's going to have trample, who's going to be a nice and nasty frontline tank? I was thinking about the bear, but that's not a great option. Maybe we go down this path. Gargoyle Lion could be amusing. Let's try that. We're going for amusement factors here over anything else. Possibilis is quite possibly a poor choice here. Yeah, our trample, if it was going to run, is not going to run very well. Oh, that was very, very painful. Oh, I really wish snared creatures got hit by every other creature. Makes no sense to me that a snared creature can dodge. Alright, there was a semi-beautiful trample. And now it's pretty much all over. Because we can't hit anything. Skip. Victory streak to an end. We'll go again. Hopefully the result will be better this time. Lost Magic. Only rule in town. What can I do here? We could go Ilthian for Return Fire. And find somebody with Thorns. Throw in the Truth Speaker. This already feels like a pretty unremarkable team. But it's in now. We stand no chance of dodging over there. So we're going to get completely destroyed. Oh, no, we got some backfires happening. That's very nice. But it didn't last nearly as long as we needed it to. A good retaliation there. Oh, perfect retaliation. I think as long as we don't get poisoned, we didn't get poisoned, we got this. The RNG likes me today. Hey, Garlic, good to have you with us. So, that is back to Diamond 1 after that little loss tripped us over. We will keep investigating options for victory. Or maybe options for defeat. You never know what's going to happen. Keep your distance, 26 mana. So I'm really tempted to go with Fernheart here. Failed Summoner could do us some good. Queen Mycelia. Tower Griffin, this guy. Don't think Rinmensa Flore will do us much good because they are too expensive. But they were a nice card to consider. Probably should bring Acid Shooter. And we're just going to throw 6 mana to the wind. I might go with... Thorns is pointless, so maybe we'll go with Sporcerer. That way we've got a silence and an additional affliction. And they should be pretty tanky-ish. Oh, we're never hitting that Chaos Dragon, Void Dragon, whatever it's called. Look at all that mess. Look at all that enemy hit. There we go. There's a single hit, which will do us no good at all. And that'll be a loss. We'll take it. But we stayed in Diamond 1 somehow. That's impressive randomization. Try again. It's another Rooney avatar though. And another Rooney avatar that I beat. There's so many Rooney avatars. 16 mana. This feels like llama plus creature time. What's happening? 2 mana staying on the table. There we go. It is deployed. Operation. Certain loss. It's gonna happen. We will see. If your mic sounds grounded, then it may be that one of the standoffs in your PC is not grounded correctly, or your power supply is not grounded correctly, or any of the other things. Typically, if you've got like a little hum happening, that's generally the cause. Or if it's a USB microphone, then it may be that the ground connection for the USB internally, if you're using like a front panel USB connector, isn't grounded. Oh, okay, it's a laptop. Then that's a completely different situation. Hey, Kira. I would probably suggest looking at using an OBS audio filter to try and get rid of the hum. That is the way I would do it, since it's a laptop and it's probably not subject to the same grounding issues that a desktop PC could have. This one was a nice easy win. Not going to complain about that. Keeps me in the rankings. There's 30 chests for the season so far. I feel like that's pretty high for 11 days remaining, but we'll see what I get up to. What have we got here? We've got no healing and silent summons. Only 12 mana available. So since summoners are not going to matter one single bit, I am thinking, let's go Boardhurst, Murdhamp here, throw in a nice little Myrtle Guardian. This isn't going to work. Kelpinish is not going to be an appropriate tank. Maybe we're going to use Fire Splinter and go with Retaliation Man, otherwise known as Forgotten One. That fits perfectly. Well, we're not going to be retaliating against our front line, and our retaliation is unlikely. Okay, a hit. Oh, this has actually gone better than I had thought. What a retaliation machine. Anti-hit again. Beautiful. Sometimes it's the simplest teams. That worked out wonderfully. It seems like Summoner plus Creature appears to be functioning well for me today. I'm surprised he hit, given the speed differential. I guess he's immune to missing. That immunity is very powerful. It's a powerful skill. Powerful drug, that immunity. Yeah, the RNG has been kind to me today. Well, at least it seems that way. But it's taking me longer and longer to find these games. The other factor, I think, is I'm not so jaded because I haven't played anything by hand in probably 9 days. When was the 26th of December? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 days ago. What a great prediction. What have we got? Stampede and Rise of the Commons. Oh, I'm really tempted to Llama plus Creature here. I'm gonna try it again. But oh, there's so many other great options that could happen. I'll probably get stun locked and die. Well, we've got 4 mana left to throw around. So, I don't know, let's put Biceratops in the front. Oh, beautiful, they brought a sneak. Hopefully we can retaliate and then do a trample on the sneak. There it is. Oh, I didn't kill them outright there. Okay, now here comes the last stand. Trample. Trample all the way. What? Oh, it's endless trample. It doesn't give everyone trample. I was misinformed about my team's functionality, but it's okay. It looks like it could still work. I was hoping for a better team than what I actually played. Hey, if I've got it, I'm going to use it. The RNG has been quite kind to me so far today. That one worked out quite well. 3 wins in a row now. Let's try and do it more. What summoner shall we bully with next? Maybe a Jotun? Give Jotun a little run out of the paddock. Oh, can't do Jotun. Heavy hitters. Evens. Who's got nice stuns and good 3 mana summoners? Okay, 3 mana summoner options. Because that way we can maximize the remaining 16 mana. Unless we play a 5 mana summoner, then we've got 14 mana to play. Let's go with Camilla. Go with water. And I know we've got these 2 stuns. We've still got 10 mana to play with. Is there... Blind. That seems like a good idea because you can't get stunned if your opponent misses you. That's not a great option for a blind. What about a dodge? That's also a very expensive option for a dodge. But I don't know, I like it. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. We'll throw a Torrent Fiend in there as well. It could just work. Bang. Damn, damn. Good stun. Bang. Good stun. Bang, bang. Oh no. Double stun. Bang, you're dead. Now you just need to dodge, my friend. Uh-oh. Poison. Why did you have to poison? That one was rubbish. But it was promising. It was just a mild failure of the RNG as opposed to a exotic, long, and troublesome failure of the RNG. I will allow that one. 52 mana, Endless Stampede, aim true, everything hits. It's time for Redundancy Kitty with Life Splinter. And it's trample time. The delicious dessert dragon, the Warchang, all of the trample. I probably don't want a Carnage Titan, but they're very tempting. If everything's going to hit, Vigolator Poison also sounds good. What else has reach? Junker feels like a great idea. What about repair? Another repair. Give me all the repairs. Brightwing feels like a great idea. We've still got 8 mana left. So who's going to be our best 8 mana option? Maybe a Prismologist. Let's see how this team goes. Well, this could go quite well. Shame that I'm slow. Oh, retaliation for the win. Oh no. He died before his time. And now he's gone. There went my trample plan. That makes me very sad. And we're not getting through that enemy team anymore. Again, the RNG betrayed me. My Desert Dragon did not do what it was meant to. So now we've got Thorns and Noxious Fumes. So, immunity time. What's gonna bring us? Oh, actually, no immunity time. Let's do Mercenary. Oh, dang. That doesn't fit. Never mind then. Who has immunity? Let's go Quicks, Earth, Elmo, and that guy. We want, what is it? Oppression. In case they bring an Elmo of their own. Oh no. We kicked out the guy we wanted. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, you don't fit Margie of Chaos. Shame. So we've got ranged and ranged. Probably need some magic in the team. Can't fit a Kron. I've only got 4 mana left. So Let's go maybe with a Dr. Blight. Don't know if this will work. I clicked battle. Oh, really? Bacteria? Come on. Really glad I've got that oppression in my team though. Because it's going to do an incredible job until the creatures impacted by it, you know, perish. Now we need to somehow afflict that bacteria before Dr. Blight dies. Poison's okay, but it's not going to do it. But 8 damage on the Vampiric Blossom is a beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. And that's exactly the reason why I brought it along. Except I was anticipating Alma instead of Bacteria. So I'm glad that they didn't have a Alma, because it would have been a different story for me. Stampede and Silent Summoners. Alright, well, it feels like Jotun time, and just to Silent Summoners, never mind, it's not going to be Jotun time. It's just going to be who has the best blast. And since Silent Summoners, we'll go to 3 mana. Fire. 1 blast. There, 1 blast. Oh wait, I did that wrong. 3 mana, Camilla. Fire creatures. That's better. Okay. Sinash seems like a pretty powerful option. In combination with Floridax Magus and Chaos Dragon, that could work pretty well. Maybe something like that. Maybe. What about another Splinter like blue? Let's see. Not really. What about? Really wish it would just let me cycle through summoners. Goblin Tower could be an option. Ooh, this looks a little bit better. Countess Sinash gave us really good speed. Now let's do fire. Dragon Fire. Okay, after all of that filtering, maybe a Pyromaniac. Actually, yeah, they seem like really good value. Let's throw in the Technomancer as well. Now, tanks. Who has the most health? Not Grum. Phineas, and then 3 mana quickly before I run out of time. Kobold Bruiser, because my team revolves around all the ranged people, which are going to get wrecked by Wavebrood. Would have been nicer if I had Scattershot. Yep, that's a reckon. Wow, they got 70k reward points and 24 SPS for that win. That's incredible. I need to get up into Champion League so I can do the same thing. Those are some sweet rewards. Fog of War and everyone gets Amplify. That makes it seem like maybe we're gonna go with say Ilthium. But then we have no really good magic reflect in that splinter. Or do we? Almo Cornelius feels kind of wasteful. Actually, Zenith Monk gets sort of turned into a shield bearer. But we actually need a shield bearer to be present to sort of direct that fire. So then Ilthium feels wasteful. So let's go with Wraith. So now we're protected against magic a little bit. So let's do some protection. Also helpful that it does some healing. What about some repairs? They seem useful. Throw in that lone boatman. Still got so much mana at my disposal. If we don't need to worry about sneak, why don't we just go with Billa? The back line. Let her build. Oh, I'm so glad I have Shatter. Just need it to hit. Okay. Wow. I just need a lot of stuff to hit in order to claim victory here. That Dr. Blight is incredibly problematic. Their array of healers are also really annoying. Just can't do enough damage. That reflection shield was also very well played. Dang. It's a loss. It's tragic and painful. It fills me with great sorrow. So, we'll just try again. And then we'll see what happens next. And we'll yawn because I'm tired. Ooh, 16 mana in Rage. Llama creature time. Don't care. 2 mana left on the table. Water is wonderful and excellent and great. It's the best invention. What's going to happen in this battle? Am I going to get absolutely trashed, or am I going to claim victory somehow? What are your predictions? Tell me. Tell me your predictions. Oh, it's Kron. Retaliate. They didn't retaliate. Why do I only have 3 attack? Feels like not enough attack. This is really annoying. Because I need to do my attacking with the enragedness. I feel like my last stand malfunctioned here. And I'm going to blame Camilla. Because I'm pretty sure that by default there's 3 attack. Am I tripping, or is last stand malfunctioning? Because he should have more attack than 3 by default. I feel like I've been screwed by the RNG here. Because 2 attack does not turn into 3 attack on a last stand. It should be more than that. But fatigue is happening now. And fundamentally the result is pretty much predetermined at this point. And I'm really glad that I won. Because if I had lost that one, I would be really upset by the malfunction of a last stand. Either a weird display issue, or perhaps Camilla's -1 attack is really that powerful. I don't know. And 27 mana. Magic Reflect, Rise of the Commons. Well, Lux. What is our only option? Actually, yeah, we do want Flying Squid. And we want that, 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 and that. Let's see if we can dodge our way out of this battle. So far, the dodge tactic has not prevailed. It continues to not prevail. Hey, we got our first backfire out. And we got another backfire out. Yep, that's cool. I thought it was going to be the wrong end of the retaliation chain for me there. Good one there, though. We should be able to keep that albatross alive. And we should be able to keep that poison away. Now, excellent, the deep lurker's out of here. That's good. Now we just need our Metal Guardian to keep on dodging, which is pretty tall ask for a poor little Metal Guardian. Dodging phase is ended, but that's okay, they don't need to dodge anymore. Now we just need to retaliate a few times and initiate Operation Hit Things, and victory shall be ours. God. Chaos Agent's going to backfire their way to victory, aren't they? No, they didn't. Good. It looked like they may have been able to for a few precious moments there. Those last 2 battles felt like they took a very, very long time to resolve. See if the next one's quicker. Not because of me losing, but because of it just being an epic battle. Ooh. Earthquake and Evens. But pretty low mana at the same time. Okay, I definitely want 3 mana Summoner. Maybe we're gonna go... It's either gonna be Ouster or Wizard. What flying options do we have here? Only the 2 options. What about in death? There's significantly more options. What about in blue? Ooh, Phantom of the Abyss feels like a great option. Don't know though. Spark Pixies is not a great contender here. Don't know what I'm gonna play. I think I want to go with Green Splinter because Tower Griffin feels like a really logical card for an enemy to play here. Then we need to see if we can wrangle a snare. And Headhunter seems like the best snare in the business here. Alright, let's try this. It's a very bad idea of a team. Yay, my opponent also brought a snare. This is not looking like a win for me. In concert with that cripple and that enemy stun. Yeah, no, not a win. Figured that was not going to be a victory. Taking sides, life and fire. Is it a good idea to shield bearer? I don't know, but I'm doing it. Where's my blast shield? It's called Reflection Shield. There's some nice healing. There's some more healing. We've got 9 mana to spread amongst 2 creatures. I'm gonna go with Rune Slinger and Time Mage. Could work. Beautiful. Excellent stun. Wonderful cripple as well. Only thing I'm missing is a resurrection, which I may well need. Help if I could hit this mercenary. There we go. Oh, so many misses. There we go. There's a hit. And now we should be good. Beautiful. Beautiful, excellent, wonderful. Another win. Seems to be very slow going on the reward chest front. Probably because I'm not playing with the focus. Ooh, Broken Arrows, 60 mana cap. Feels like an opportunity for... Let's go Dallin. And... Dark One. Carbalist. Throw in this second amplification. Also just to stop the nasty, nasty blast. and who can help us more? Yes, poison feels like a great idea. Sneaky poison. Who else has reflection shields? Rooney's have reflection shields. Kane Hayes has a reflection shield. Let's drop Uraeus. Let's drop Vanadcore. Throw that Rooney in that second position. Does anyone have knockout? Could be really useful. It's a couple of stuns. Cthulhu seems pretty risky though. We'll see how it goes. Feels like Dark Hawan was the right choice given the enemy's team lineup. The only upsetting thing is the part where I don't have a heal. That doesn't really matter because I'm now afflicted. Ouch. That hurt. So did that. Okay. We've got pretty good defense against Narissa here, but not good defense against anything else. Alright, Cthulhu last stand time. Which did not work out well. Did not work out well at all. Alright. We'll go again for more punishment. It's a real big shame. Ooh, 16. Oh, dang it. Green Splinter's not available. Pretty sure we're going to see a Lux. Alright then. How do we reduce enemy armor? Rust. And I'm thinking that's not ideal. It is Rise of the Commons. An enraged living lava could be hilarious. It could be not so great. There's only one way to find out. Oh, can't play in 0 mana, guys. Well, an enraged living lava is not going to be the best because they're not going to be able to do much. I.e., they're not going to be able to do anything. But can we get through? Oh, we needed to hit. There we go. So, 1 health. Thanks, Cripple. 4 attack. But unlimited armor, thanks to the Flame Monkey. That worked out really nicely. Shouldn't have been a game that I won, but it ended in a victory, so I am not complaining one single bit. Melee Mayhem and Earthquake. 50 mana. Why do they have to have that team? Actually, it's Melee Mayhem. I know what this means. Yes. It's trample time. Even though we should probably consider bringing some flying. That's why I went dragon, after all. Snare's pretty handy. Well, it is Melee Mayhem, so Gloridax Soldier is actually a decent idea. I think my browser just crashed. Wonderful. Excellent. That killed so many things on my computer. Let's bring Splinterlands back. And try and recreate that team. What was it? It was this. It was water. We had that. Pretty sure I had Demon Shark in there. This team's taking on a completely different identity now. I need flying. That's what I needed. One of you and one of you. Okay, so I clearly didn't have Disintegrator, but I probably had Dragon Jumper. And I guess we'll throw in the Torrent Fiend. Okay, let's go. Oh god. Got to put in my keychain password. Oh, that was close. That was too much stress. Alright, this is a interesting team that I'm fighting. I'm going to get to do a trample. Excellent. Oh, no retaliation. Sad. Oh, Demon Shark, you're the best. Well, they're the best when I play. They're really annoying when someone else does. Like, super, mega, hilariously annoying. Well, I'm glad I managed to put my team back together to extract the win there. And we will try and do it again. Hopefully this time with something Death Splinter related. Reverse speed and counter spell. Okay, they have a Mylor. Maybe a lurker. Because blast could be amusing. No, it's very expensive. Scattershot blast. I feel like I'm grasping at the tiniest of straws in my team composition here. Oh, it's reverse speed, so we don't want to go quick either. In that case, I think that living lava might work well. So who are the slow people in Fire Splinter that are also ranged? Might be a functional team. No, we don't want any magic. Alright. 1 mana. Screw it. We'll throw Chaos Agent in. Oh, dang it, Shield Bearer. Oh, I didn't bring the scatter shot. This is going to be so painful. And I didn't bring an amplify either. Well, that seems to be the perfect counter to my team. So we'll let that just destroy me. And destroy me it did. And we've got to continue to try and make our way up into that champ district. Rise of the Commons and Tajay practice. So everyone has snipe. Wonderful. Perfect. Amazing. Let's go Ilthian. Blinding Reflector. That's a pretty crappy option for amplification. Wish there was something ranged that had reflection shield. I mean, there is in Dragon. She's not going to work out well. So I guess we need something with 7 mana that can attack from any position. Which doesn't really exist, so instead we'll go with Junker in position 2 and hope for the best. My opponent went with Snipe. I don't need to snipe. What are you talking about? At least that was a fun redemption, I guess. And now we're gonna get so destroyed. Why did I even think that they were gonna bring magic attack? Thorns would have been a much better decision. But oh well. Let's try again and use my mic stand as an artist because it's comfortable. That was a pretty bad loss, losing to someone ranked lower than me. Cost me a lot of rating points. Blast, no legendaries. Okay. I think Blue Splinter is going to be the best option here. Because we can go double reflection shield so we protect the front and back lines. And in fact, we can shut that down completely playing that. Then we'll use Cruel Cethropod as a frontline tank. And my team is immune to blast, while also being able to do blast damage against the opponent. I just need to, you know, hit the enemy. That didn't work out as I intended. Oh, back to Diamond 2. That makes me sad. It's easy to do that. Stampede, Super Sneak. Well, let's give everyone some trample. Everybody gets to have the gift of trample. But you know what? Everybody also gets to have the gift of opportunity, which is probably not the greatest idea. Maybe throw that in the back. Home Fiend in the front because opportunity could work nicely here. I'm sad that they attacked that instead of the bandit. This is not going to go well. Not going to go well at all. Opportunity gets overruled by Sneak. Yep. Rage quit that battle. And on to the next. That's 4 losses in a row. I think it should be the other way around. Alright, no arrows. Feels like a game for Ouster. And Thorns. Windaku. Who do we like more than Windaku? So we've got Magic Reflect plus Thorns. Let's do a Reachy Reach. Do a Stunny Stun. Hey, Daru. Time to sacrifice land. No. Not today. Mana costs, because we've got enormous mana reserves to chew through here. You know what? Let's just throw Dark 1 about there and see if they can't buy the rest of the team time. Oh, that disgusting sandworm. Where was my amplifier? How could I not bring an amplifier to this battle? It's gonna cost me the win. Didn't even want to watch that. That's 5 losses in a row now. Thorns and Little League. And guess what? It's only Green Splinter available. That's going to be fun. It's time for Fernheart. You. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Sean NFT. This is what it feels like. It's been a long time. It's a great feeling. It's the best feeling. Is there any return fire we can sneak in here? No. That's unfortunate. Well, Mycelia can come along. Tower Griffin can come along. I know there's no repair available to me. I feel like Dr. Black could still be a good option. Let's see how this goes. could be a win. Oh, look at all those. Look at all those beautiful, beautiful magic reflects. And those beautiful thorns are pretty good as well. Okay, afflict, please. Excellent. Oh, great dodge. Okay, see you later. If tilting leads to wins like that, then I am happy to tilt all the way. I'll tilt backwards and do dances and everything. Rise of the Commons and equal opportunity. It's too low mana for possibilities here. I think it's going to be a good game to be Dallin. And life leech it up. And maybe even Cursed Wind Deku it up. Yes. Yes, they do. 2. 2. Can't play out 0. Oh, I need to hit. Thankfully, they have other stuff that I can hit. Unthankfully, Backfire is destroying me. Yeah, that certainly didn't go to plan at all. I don't think Wendeku can deal with all of this. They're certainly going to try. And they will unremarkably fail. That's another... No, it's not a losing streak. It's a losing streak interrupted by a win. So we'll continue the losing streak and pretend that win never happened, right? That's how this works. I know how to play this game. Broken Arrows and Earthquake. Who has Snare and is magical? I think Dragon's gonna be the best bet. Maybe. Blue Splinter. Oh yes, Blue Splinter. What an amazing choice. Look at that enormous array of snares. They're not all flying, but hey, who cares? Snare City. Now we need a flyer. I'm really tempted to just play Phantom of the Abyss. They're not going to fit. Right. Maybe we'll drop Warpowder. And for 2 mana, we'll throw in a Cleansy Cleanse. The Headwinds. And hope for the absolute best here. I'm so glad I've got True Strike given the enemy team I'm facing. And the speed advantage is also highly beneficial for me here. Oh yes, they wasted their resurrection. Sure, I'm getting destroyed by Earthquake, but so are they. I'm gonna be in trouble in a matter of seconds though. When Uriel winds up. Oh, he missed. That's a pleasant outcome. Look at that. Absolutely demolished this team. They got freaking destroyed. That Phantom of the Abyss did a wonderful, wonderful job. Unconventional, but it's what does the job. I didn't really bully. Unprotected. I think it might be time for Dragon again. And everyone will have True Strike. And because there's no armor, I feel like using Blast. Goblin Tower's really slow though. If I saw all of those blasts. What about just looking at speeds? Let's try for death by backfire and hope they don't have a kitty in their team. Blind. Blind helps backfire immensely. Chaos Dragon is probably a bad idea. I could still throw Kron into this team. Let's do it. Since you guys are accusing me of being a bully. And Chaos Agent go in the second slot. Naga Assassin can go in the third slot, so we're leading with our backfire creatures. Not that that's going to do me much good. There's a backfire. There's a backfire. There's another backfire. It's a shame that he didn't have phase. Let's hope that Chaos Agent can, you know, I was going to say live longer than that, but they didn't. Is this now the enemy bullying me? I think so. Because Kron wasn't going to come back from that. That was a painful loss. That was quite a painful loss. So there. Doesn't always work. Ooh. Ooh, I want something with thorns. Mylor would be perfect. But I don't have that. I guess it's time to potentially be a terrible human. And really, really hope that my opponent doesn't bring thorns. Oh, they didn't bring thorns. This is great. Dang. I'm dead. Now I'm just spamming through battles in the hopes that I'll win. But that's not working out so nicely for me. Oh, this is good. Don't need a trample if you're only one creature. This could be very bad for me though. We'll see. Yeah, he did hit that lurker easily. But we will see. Should be okay here. That blast shield's going to be mighty annoying. But hopefully we'll get some nice retaliations in. There's a nice retaliate. Do it again. Beautiful. Now I think this one is the definition of bullying. Vanadcore is so annoying though. Didn't live very long, but still annoying. I love the fact that I can still get wins that way. Just by pressing 4 buttons. It's good fun. Whether or not I can continue to chain wins together like that for the next 29 minutes, that's a completely different story. Taking sides and close range. But I wanted to use neutral monsters the most. Okay, it looks like they are a fan of Bacteria. So, Aggression is the name of the game. And Captain's Ghost is pretty much perfect because they also have Affliction. But before we settle on that, let's go Harvester and Vampiric Blossom instead. Maybe not with Llama Mage. Actually, yes, with Llama Mage. Yes. Right. Who else is going to be helpful here? Orc Sergeant. Very unconventional. So is Goblin Thief. We are going to throw Kron in. It'd be foolish not to. And who's someone that can attack but do big damage from any position? I guess this guy? Maybe the Centauri Mage. Okay, well, that is not what I expected them to play. My poor little Harvester is going to get absolutely ruined. And consequently, so shall the rest of my team. Ouch. I was not anticipating that as their team submission. So, here I go. Oh, once again. Ooh, Amplify and 15 mana. What's the best thing I can put together here? Could it be Ulster and Windiku? And we will go with the Revealer because they have the shield. Throw a Badger and a Corpse Fiend. This could just work. Although the redemption is going to hurt so badly. See you later, half my team. The Affliction. That ruined my day. That absolutely ruined my day. That made me sad. That is exactly what this stream today is doing. It is just making me sad. Reverse speed and only melee people. Okay. I feel like I need to go death again. Except this time we're gonna go. I know that Windiku is the best idea here, but it's done now. Who else can attack from any position? There's opportunities. It's opportunities. They're like Roonies, but made of opportunity. There's that. I think there's sneaks, but they're all pretty quick. Let's try to go for poison instead. Do we have any repair options? That would require us to have armor first, though. Okay, so repair's not going to be the greatest option. What about some thorns? Giant scorpion. Ooh, ever hungry skull. That feels like a really good idea. We'll throw another poison in. Hopefully they don't bring a Uraeus. Good, they didn't bring a Uraeus. Now, is cripple going to be effective? Ouch. That hurt. That hurt a lot. We need to get that poison in. You're literally my only hope, Horny Toad. There's no hope left. At least Rooney has reflection shield. Not that it's going to do them much good. Alright, how many losses is that? That's 3 losses in a row. That is brutally painful. They still have 20 minutes and 65% ACR. Alright, let's see if we can do better, i.e. not lose. Uh-oh. This is not quite enough mana for llama plus creature. Amplify and snipe. Actually, it could be enough mana for llama plus creature. She's going to be a really crappy creature. Yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, and you destroyed me back, Honey. I'm skipping that one because that wasn't going to go my way either. I am now at the 33-degree tilt. Or maybe a 20-degree tilt. Seems like a more extreme tilt. "99 mana, Stampede and Unprotected." Bring on the Jotun. Because all hope is otherwise lost. Alright. Tramples. There's only 3 tramples there, but what about death? Still feel like Jotun's a better option. But I do like that Desert Dragon. Yeah, it's Jotun. I'm bringing out the Jotun. Phineas. But I'm doing it in a really unorthodox way. Ranged people. They're helpful. I have no idea how this is going to go. Why did I bring 2 taunts? If I can hit things here, which is not looking very likely, I might go well. Guess what? I didn't hit anything. Yeah. They absolutely destroyed me with speed and amplified the Cursed Windeku's stuff as well. That's alright. Heavy hitters and weak magic. Ooh, this one seems like it might be time for a good old school shield bearer. And a Corsair Bourson. And we're going to go with the triple healing to be completely obnoxious. And just try to stay alive for as long as freaking possible. Oh, the shatter. Dang it. Not the shadow, the cripple is what I was talking about. Poor little shield bearer. Poor little shield bearer. He's not having a great time. He really is not having a great time. This is very problematic. Until we get through that Murdhamp here. But by the time we do that, it's likely that Deep Lurker is going to be just absolute beast mode. Oh, this is not great. This is not great at all. And we're dead. Ouch. That entire team got absolutely destroyed. How good is Murdhamp here? Just quietly. How good is Murdhamp here? How do they only cost 1 cent? Like $3.20 for a max card. Seems ridiculous. Such a good card. Yep. Such an amazing freaking card. Why is it still only 1 cent? What about the gold foil variant? Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I know I'm being lazy. I'm not using peak monsters, but I need to count to 38. It's a long count. Jeez. What a cheap card. $7.19 for a gold foil one. I mean, I've already got one. And I believe my mode hamp here is gold foil. Yes, they are. Good. But, man, what a card. They're phenomenal. They're absolutely brilliant. And they made me want to stop playing battles right now. Instead, I'm going to go look at the proposal. Because I've already put my vote in for this proposal with the sell 2 billion DECB for DEC or vouchers, and my vote is a no. Because it devalues every other DEC that's been burnt already. Yes, I am. I am anti-DECB. Because it devalues all the DEC that's been spent already on things that have been burnt, such as skins and guild buildings and other things. And I then also fundamentally disagree with land potions as a way of bringing DEC back to peg and putting a cost on just exploring land, which I don't think that there should be. I would much rather, instead of it being a potion, and I think I've said this before, it be a surveyor. So the good news is, though, I am not the biggest person who is against this. You need to buy 100 million SPS to swing the vote. I don't have that sort of funding available to me. If people would like to delegate 100 million SPS to me, which is not yet possible, then you would know where my vote was going and where your vote was going. But yeah, there's a couple of others that are against this that have more power than I, but I do have a significant amount of SPS staked in there, so I appear not so far down the pecking order here, but I do like the complete transparency where you can see who's voting for what and how they're voting for it. But yes, unfortunately I don't have an enormous amount of funds to throw at SPS at the moment. But if we could, it's only just passing, because I believe it needs 33% against. Yeah, that is the other thing that I've noticed as well. It's fun. We'll see what happens. You know, it is community driven at this point. It's not going to make me run away and be like, I don't want to play with these toys anymore. But I have my view. Other people have their view, and they are fine to hold it. I do like that it is a pretty divisive issue. You can see based on the votes even within my guild. So Michael B has said yes, but Crypto Eater, who's in my guild, has said no. Cryptomancer is in my guild, has said yes. I have said no. And then there's many other people that I'm sure have not yet voted on this. I don't believe you can buy cards with DECB. you'll be able to buy anything that burns DC, so guild buildings, and other bits and pieces, unless the strategy that you may be speaking of there, Backoni, is they're accumulating DC with the view that yeah, it'll get burnt. Then other people burn the DC, then they buy less cards, or rather buy more cards for less DC, given that the price of DC will inflate as a result of the DC being burnt. But what I think will actually happen is if you probably go and look at the stakeholders that are voting no, they probably hold an enormous amount of vouchers. Sorry, the stakeholders that are voting yes. Because they have so many SPS staked, they're probably going to have a ton, and I mean a ton of vouchers. Let's go to Peak Monsters and have a look. Explore top holders. So we've got, I want to look at staked SPS compared to voucher tokens. And yep, there's 81,000 vouchers sitting there. It's almost like more SPS gets more vouchers, because there's how many vouchers there? 6.8 million vouchers in circulation. So if all of those vouchers got burnt, that would account for how much DC? Let's go actually read this proposal. Text. 0.8 DC or 0.05 voucher tokens each. So 6, 8, 3, 6. 6.8 million vouchers times by 0.005. Did I miss the decimals? Yeah, it's 2, not 3 decimals. No, I did type 2 decimals. No, that's wrong. It's 1 voucher equals, no, 1 DC times by, I can't do maths right now. Let me reread this. 1 DC will cost 0.005 vouchers. So 1 divided by 0.005. So you'll get 200 DC from 1 voucher. So if we burn all the vouchers, we get 1.3 billion DC, which is divided by 2 billion. 68% of the DECB that's going to go on sale. So it's going to do nothing for the DEC price, because the vouchers will get burnt and people will just hang on to their DEC. That would make sense, right? That's what I would do. If the proposal passes, that's what I'll be doing with all my vouchers. And if I jump onto tribal decks, I'm going to suspect, this is all speculation of course, that vouchers would have gone up in value recently. Or rather, yeah, they went up a little bit. But there's quite a few buy orders there. And just trying to see who's buying vouchers. There doesn't seem to be any consistent accumulators in that list. Seems to be quite a few different people, but if we want to buy one voucher, it's that much Hive. And then if we go to the pools and we want to swap Hive for DC, you could buy vouchers right now and essentially get 63 more DC than what you would if you were just buying DC on its own with Hive. You'd have to spend that much as opposed to that much. So you could spend 0.28 Hive, but yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't do that either because I've only got, and you know, I say only have 500 vouchers, but I know that I'm going to, yes, you're exactly right, Bobo Man. That's exactly the point I was going to get to. You know, Rebellion is coming. Vouchers will be required for that. Tower Defense Beta should be coming fairly soon. You're going to need vouchers if you want to buy more tower defense packs. I feel like if the proposal passes, vouchers will escalate in value. Again, pure speculation. But that's me doing a little bit of game theory around this. DC won't budge. DC might go up like by a tiny single digit percentage, but vouchers will probably go up by about 30%. Well, mathematically they'd have to get to that burn rate, and DC won't budge. The vouchers will get burnt, and the whole endeavor will achieve nothing. So there's a more elaborate explanation backed up with facts and logic as to why my vote is a no for the proposal. And it's okay for us to disagree on this if you've got a different opinion, but A, it complicates the economy by adding an additional token into the game. B, probably does very little to actually move the price of DC given the number of vouchers that are in circulation and given the location of those vouchers where they're sitting on the books, so to speak. There is the high likelihood that all those vouchers will get burnt and nothing else will happen. Yeah, so I'm the 119th biggest holder of SPS, apparently. But certainly nowhere near the biggest holder of vouchers, because I've actually used my vouchers along the way. But my stream shall be over soon. I've got about 40 odd seconds left. Will be replaced by Commander Garlic very shortly, if they're still not super busy doing other things. But yes, there's lots of food for thought in the current proposal, and yeah, that's the other element that I find problematic as well, Bobo Man. I completely agree. If it passes and it can happen again, then it will pass and happen again, and vouchers will become DCB, and there'll be no demand for real DEC, except for rentals, I think. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.